Why does buying of a jar of jam in supermarket with 24 flavors make you less happy than supermarket with only 6? Sounds backwards, right? We are taught more option equals more freedom. More freedom equals more happiness. Somewhere between sitting picture for 45 minutes and never actually watching anything, you have felt off, you felt frozen, annoyed, and little embarrassed that something this small stressing you out this much. Here's the thing, this isn't a willpower problem. It's a problem because you indecisive there is an actual psychological mechanism hijacking your brain every single time you face a wall of choice. And once you see it, you will notice it everywhere. In relationships, in careers, and even scrolling through dating apps at 1 a.m. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why too many options quietly make you miserable. The hidden cost of your brain pays for every decision, and more importantly, the 3 steps mental trick psychologists use to escape this trap for good. In 1995, in small upscale grocery store in California, two psychologists, Shia Langer and Mark Ripper, set up a quiet little table. Nothing fancy, just a jam. Some days they display 24 different flavors, other day just 6. Now here's where it gets things interesting. The table with 24 flavors, it pulled away more through foot traffic. People love variety, they love browsing, but when it came to actual buy, something only 3% of the actual flavor ever buy. Compare that to the 6 flavor table where 30% of people made a purchase. That's 10 times more. More choices attracted attention, but it killed action. That one little jam table became one of the most cited psychological experiments of the century, and it gave us name for something we all felt but never had the words for: the paradox of joy. So then question is, why does that even happen? Your brain isn't built like a computer that calmly compresses 24 options side by side. It built like a tired animal trying to avoid danger and conserve energy. Every single option you consider costs you something psychological called consecutive load. Each flavor, each Netflix show, each apartment listing, your brain has to imagine it, evaluate, compare it against the others, and predict how you'll feel about it later. That's how exhausting work and happens every single option. You can also call it mental burnout. And it gets worse. The psychologist Barry Schwartz, who later expanded this idea into full theory, pointed out something brutal. The more options you have, the higher your expectation climb. If there are only 2 choices and one disappoints you later, you shrug, well, there wasn't much to choose from anyway. But there is 24 choices and you pick wrong, suddenly it's your fault. You had every chance to get it right, you didn't. That's not just disappointment, that's regret. And regrets cut so much deeper than simple dissatisfaction. So now you got 2 problems stacking on top of each other. Decision fatigue while you are choosing and amplified regret after you have chosen. No wonder people. Now you might be thinking, okay, this explains why I take 20 minutes to pick a Netflix show, mildly annoying but not exactly life changing. Here's the part that should actually worry you. Minimalism runs underneath some of the biggest decisions of your life. Career path, who to date, where to live. In a world of the constantly screen, you have endless options. Studies on the exact topic have found that people choosing too many career or relationship option often experience higher anxiety and lower satisfaction than people with fewer clearer paths. Think about that for a second. It's not that your life is worse, it's that the sheer weight of possibility is poisoning how you feel about the path you eventually pick. Because somewhere in your head there is always a what if I choose differently running in the background. Here's the pivot. Flip the whole topic on its head. We assume choice equals freedom. That's entire marketing pitch of capitalism, social media, dating apps, streaming platform, etc. Unlimited option just for you. But Schwartz argued something almost fabulous. Past a certain point, choice stops being liberty and starts being form of paralysis disguised as freedom. It's not real freedom. If it leaves you straight, second guessing and less satisfied with that eventually land on. Real freedom, widely enough, often looks like fewer well-cutted options. That's why a style picking 3 hours for you can feel more freeing than staring at an overflowing cause. That's why a good friend recommending just watch this one show feels one better than endless scrolling. Less choice used correctly isn't limitation, it's relief. So how do we actually beat this? Practically starting today, there are only 3 things to do. First, set a satisfier max, not a maximizer one. The maximizers try to find the objectively best option every time. Satisfiers look for good enough and move on. Research constantly shows satisfiers report higher happiness. The pursuit of the best is a trap, not the prize. Recommend the fewer filters before you even start choosing. Before you open the menu on the dating app or the job board, decide your top 2 non-negotiable in advance. You are evaluating 3 because the rest got filtered before they even entered your head. Make your decision irreversible on purpose. This sounds strange, but it's one of the most validated findings in the entire field. When people know a decision is final, their brain stops hunting for alternative and starts actively building satisfaction with their choose. So next time you are stuck staring at a menu, a closet or list of choices, remember it's not that you are bad at deciding. It's that your brain is running an ancient survival script in a world that throws way too many options at it. See you in the next video, and waited before leaving. There is something more psychological behind a man that is most favorite of anime community. I'm talking about none other than psychology of Satoru Gojo. That video is currently click on this video. You will see his exact manner psychology. See you there.